Alright, what do we got going on here? Gatekeeper's back. We got Scrying Pool. We've got no good villages. Sacrifice is a village, but not a very good one. Capitalism makes a lot of the stuff non-terminal though, so it's not a huge issue. What do we do? Next turn I got 3 coins. Thinking about summoning something. That's usually a very strong open. I guess first I should think about where this deck's going. So you could gamble things. That can't be better than a Scrying Pool, can it? Probably not, right? I mean, Vassal's not bad for that purpose. Nor is Forager. Nor is Gatekeeper, I guess. The gamble deck actually seems kind of fine. I feel like it's still got to be worse than just playing with Scrying Pool, though. Yeah, I feel like Pool still seems correct to me. Stonemason helps Scrying Pool a lot because you can pick them up 2 at a time. So we're not trying to build the gamble deck this time. So what do I want to summon? Vassal triggers a shuffle that I don't think I want to trigger. Sacrifice is a consideration. Forager seems worse than Sacrifice, right? Trader, I think Sacrifice, summoning Sacrifice sounds good. I don't see anything better than that. Yeah, so we have the same opens. Hitting 4 does not seem better to me than hitting 3, so I'll just kill the estate now. We'll pick up a second Trasher, probably Forager. Oh, actually, no, hitting 4 probably is better than hitting 3. Let me, let's take Potion. I want to get started on these Scrying Pools. I do worry about not trashing estates, because that'll come back to bite me eventually. But I keep doing it because it helps me hit price points that I want. This is a good hand. At some point we're going to trash these estates. But for the third time I'm going to have to pass up on that. This time just because Stonemason's really bad at trashing estates. You have to gain 2 coppers off of it. I think I'm slightly in a better position on account of getting 2 pools, whereas he only was able to afford 1. I might hit 4+ Potion again this turn, depending on the draws. I think that's possible. If I find Sacrifice and Potion, and then 1 other card, I would have 1 from Forager, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that would do it. I think I take that. Discard. Please don't be on bottom Sacrifice. Damn it. Yeah, this isn't getting to 4. I can trash a free copper though, right? Let me just double check that. Yeah, my Sacrifice is in fact on bottom. I was worried for a second there, maybe I was not seeing it because maybe his Scrying Pool had discarded it or something when I wasn't paying attention. In which case, gambling some random card that's not Sacrifice would have been really sad. Alright, 3-2 on Scrying Pools so far. Discard that. Trash. And I think just trash this estate and buy 1 Scrying Pool. I'm going to get money into my deck real soon. I'm not sure where that's supposed to come from. So at the moment, I think the problem I'm facing is having enough money in deck. I've trashed 5 of my coppers. And pretty soon I'm going to need to have money. What did he do last turn? Took a vassal. Yeah, makes sense. I'll leave potion on top. I feel like that's an inconvenient thing for Scrying Pool to have to draw. I might just be stonemasoning the sacrifice for maybe 2 silvers or something. I mean, I could sacrifice 1 more copper and then take 2 more Scrying Pools, but then I'm so low on money. So incredibly low. What if I stonemason sacrifice into 2 vassals, and then I gamble 1, it plays the other. Then I have... I like that. That sounded good, right? Then I would have 5 money. That worked out well. So now I can take 2 pools anyway, or alternatively I could take 1 pool and some change. Yeah, I think I'd prefer having more payload in my deck, right? So maybe just a pool and a silver. And I kind of want capitalism soon, I think. So I can play these vassals more reliably. I think it also means I can potentially power up Forager by trashing any of these action cards. Like, there's already a sacrifice in the trash, so if I have capitalism, then Forager's going to be worth 2. So part of the reason I was leaning towards Scrying Pool Silver over double Scrying Pool last turn was because provided he took any pools, either 1 or 2, I could just take the remaining 1 or 2 on the next turn, which is going to happen here. Discard that. Discard that. Discard that. That might have been a mistake. I'm not sure. Ew. What I was hoping was to line up Vassal with Forager so that I could play both Vassals, but that didn't happen. So I think I just kill Stonemason maybe? I want to hit 7, right? 7's the number I want. So I can buy capitalism plus Scrying Pool. I'm looking at 4, 5. Yeah, this works out fine. This is going to lead to some weird buy phases, because you can do interesting gain and play stuff now at 2 different points in the buy phase. You know, the buy phase has like essentially 2 different parts or halves to it, which is weird because it's like formally only labeled 1 phase, but realistically there's like 2 different things going on. Buy phase part 1 is play all your treasures and stuff. Buy phase part 2 is buy things. And those have different aspects to them. So for example, one limitation of gamble, which is done in part 2 of the buy phase, is if you manage to gain treasures to hand via gamble, you can't play them anymore. Because once you're in the buying things part of the buy phase, you can't go back and play more treasures. So like in that earlier kingdom, if you gamble Sculptor and gain a silver to hand, you can't play it. So here you can play actions mid-buy phase during the buying part by gambling them. But also, now that I've got capitalism and vassal, it's also going to be possible to play actions during the playing treasures part of the buy phase by playing vassal as a treasure, which will then play an action from the top of my deck. And so I think that there's going to be some weird ways to play cards here, basically. That might require some thinking. Lots of gain and play options. Like stonemasoning something into 2 more stonemasons, then you play vassal to play those stonemasons. I think that the pile-out threats here are going to be pretty real. Stonemason's already, Scrying Pool's already empty, vassal's already low. Stonemason is a pile that's very easy to empty. I would expect those piles to run very soon. The Scrying Pool just draws too much. I don't have any actions left in my deck for Vassal to hit. Oh, did I? Yeah, I killed my my Stonemason. I want to regain that because I want to Stonemason this potion into something. So what if I... buy Stonemason, overpay for 2 vassals? How does that all work out? That sounds pretty good, right? I think that should work. Or maybe I should have been overpaying for Forager, I'm not sure. Oh, actually, sorry, I need to undo this. I just realized something. I think that's to here. I want to... Oops, I don't know why I top deck the Scrying Pool for him. It's not going to matter. I'm sure he's going to draw his deck, but the main thing is I just want to get these Scrying Pools out of hand so that if I were to gamble additional Foragers, I don't force myself to trash any more Scrying Pools. So let's take Stonemason, Vassals, gamble, okay. I guess I should double check to see whether there's a pile out already. I don't think so. Forager makes 4 money. Which is not quite enough to auto-pile itself, but close. So if I were to take 2 Foragers here, then gamble, I end up making 2 from the second Vassal, 4 from the Forager. I end up being at 8 money. Then I gamble the other Forager, I'm at 10 money. And 3 buys. That sounds close to piling out. Piling Foragers costs 5. Piling. I think there's a losing tie here at the very least. I'm gonna try it. I feel like there's gonna be something here. We're gonna see if it works out. Okay. Then I'm at 12. So yeah, buy Forager, gamble Forager, loses me 1 each time. So I'd be at 6 left, and I could buy 1 Vassal and an estate, right? Yeah, that works. I guess it didn't actually matter whether I played the Scrying Pools, because I'm not having a second turn anyway. At the point where I undid to unplay the Scrying Pool, or to play the Scrying Pools, I wasn't anticipating winning. Or that turn at least, I mean. Vassal, estate. There we go. So yeah, very pile outy. No surprise there. Stonemason has that effect. GG's. Not my best performance, only won 2 out of the 6. But some interesting games. I really liked game 2, especially, despite losing that. Alright, that's the match.